As a good leader and good shepherd, Archbishop Thomas Wenski has served the people of God with humility and grace. His love of Christ and the Church has called thousands to realize the beauty of the Catholic faith.
Part of the new evangelization is to present the gospel in such a way that we can convincingly convey to people that to be a Christian is not a burden, but it is a gift.
Archbishop Wenski knew from a very young age that he wanted to become a priest. He felt this was the way that God was calling him to make a difference in the world.
So my vocation to the priesthood was a vocation to leadership, to a particular style and type of leadership. The leadership within the church and beyond the church, but one in which we have as our chief model the servant leadership of Jesus Christ himself.
Through the 1980s, the then Father Wenski conducted a circuit riding ministry that led him to help establish Haitian Catholic communities. In January 1996, he was appointed the Archdiocese Director of Catholic Charities, one of the largest Catholic social service agencies in the United States. His service to the Church was expanded upon when he was appointed Auxiliary Bishop of Miami in 1997, and then Bishop of Orlando in 2004. When he was installed Archbishop of Miami in 2010, he adopted a motto that personified his ministry.
My Episcopal motto is Omnia Omnibus, all things to all men. This comes from St. Paul's letter to the Corinthians, in which he explains that he became a Jew for the Jews, a Greek for the Greeks, with the hope of saving at least some. And in my ministry, since my ordination, I have been involved with various ethnic groups. I've worked with African Americans, I've worked with Hispanics of various types, Mexicans, Puerto Ricans, Cubans. I've also worked for the greater part of my priesthood with the Haitian people. And so the vision of the ministry that sustains me is that vision that St. Paul had, which was to make himself a better presenter of the good news by making himself more familiar with and a greater part of the people to whom he wanted to bring that good news. And so I learned Spanish, I learned Haitian Creole in a way for me to more effectively present the good news to those people.
In 2012, with the help of Catholic Leadership Institute, Archbishop Wenski convoked Disciples in Faith, Missionaries of Hope, the Second General Synod of the Archdiocese of Miami. With a clear vision for the future, Archbishop Wenski has given the faithful of Miami a renewed hope that the next generation of disciples will have what they need to carry on the work of the Church.
We live in a world of fragile peace and broken promises. And so a vision that I would have in the world is that we somehow, through our work, are able to leave the world a little less broken and with a greater sense of peace than when we arrived on this earth.